We have a tool called continuity planning that we can use to deal with risk. And especially if it happens to us, we assess the risk and then we can execute the plans that we've already created. So let's look at the process of continuity planning. So we have a continuity planning life cycle. So we're constantly looking for disruption. We're scanning for those disruptions. And let's say we found one. Well, we need to assess what happened. And once we assess that what happened, we understand what happened, we can execute a recovery plan or develop a recovery plan. And then we execute that plan. We evaluate the effectiveness of the plan. Let's say as an after action, we improve the plan and we put that plan on the shelf waiting for the next time that disruption happens. So during these phases, we have several questions that we need to ask, key questions to ask. So when we're scanning for disruptions, we need to consider what are the possible disruptions. So are we in the middle of winter and one of the possible disruptions is 90-degree weather? Or are we expecting snow in the middle of July? Well, some of these disruptions may not make sense, so should we consider them? Of course we should consider them, but we might put those as one of the last ones we make a plan for. But if we're in the middle of winter and we have a disruption of excessive snowfall and now roads are closed, the counties, cities can't plow the roads to get the snow off them fast enough, well, how are we going to deal with that? So we need to assess that. So how would this disruption change the rules that we normally work with? If the roads are closed, we can't get employees into work. Are we going to work from home? How are we going to do that? Is there a plan? And then we're going to look at how likely is just each disruption. So how likely is it that we're going to have 90-degree weather in the middle of December? It's extremely unlikely, but is it something we should possibly develop a plan for? Yes. Is it a plan we're going to work on as a priority? No. 90-degree weather in December in the Northeast of the United States? I wouldn't be using that. I wouldn't be making a plan as a priority for that. And what are the potential impacts of each disruption? Well, if we have excessive snowfall in the winter, the impacts are we can't get trucks in, we can't get trucks out, employees can't get to the office. Employees are at the office. If we have multiple shifts, let's say, can they get home? All these kind of things. What are we going to do? And then how prepared are we to respond to these issues? If we have a cafeteria in our building, so we might be able to make food and so everybody gets dinner and people can sleep for the night in the building, but is that something that we're prepared to do? And then we need to, how do we mitigate the costs of each disruption? So if we have that excessive snowfall, for example, in the middle of winter in the Northeast of the United States, well, this disruption might cause that people can't get into the office. Well, that's a huge cost because they might be making sales, might be shipping product out. Well, can we mitigate this by having some people, let's say the sales folks, work from home? That could be a possibility. And that would at least reduce the overall impact. Now, people getting into the office or to the warehouse to ship out product, that might not be able to be mitigated, but you've mitigated some, which is better than none. So we have all these different questions we need to ask at various stages on our continuity planning for when a risk, I'll just call it disruption, happens, or risk scenario happens. So what would you do if, think of a disruption that could possibly happen where you are at. How would you deal with that? Seriously think about it. Use these questions and ask yourself, what would you do if that risk happened, that disruption happened? And you could be thinking it's something as simple as you can't get to Starbucks for your morning coffee, or Starbucks is closed because of whatever reason, employee training. Well, what are you going to do for coffee that day? How are you going to mitigate the cost of this disruption? Because it's costing you time, because you might have gone to the location and saw it was closed. What are you going to do as a backup? Are you just going to buy gas station coffee? Or are you going to do without? What's the cost of your disruption? So next we're going to talk about risk management, the process of risk management. And let's go ahead and move on to the next video.